And as crazy as it sounds, XRP may hit $100 based on some key drivers that are doing exactly what is expected, and that is XRP getting global recognition. In fact, when we look at what has recently been stated by Ripple's CEO, he has made it clear that XRP not only is going to hit these massive price milestones, but that all the banks are looking at Ripple and XRP to facilitate their payments, to which he cites, and I quote, "Banks will use what is efficient and cheaper, and if you deliver a better product at a better price, they will use it." And this is exactly what is happening right now. You have two competitors, Swift and Ripple, and clearly Swift understands that if they are not to partner with Ripple, then they're most likely going to get outperformed by Ripple. And this was actually proven back on July 20th of 2023, when Swift has clearly exposed that they are going to use XRP through their partner R3, to which R3 was basically partnered with both Swift and the Ripple team, and was actually planning on using XRP. So as a result, because R3 is using the XRP ledger to facilitate payments, and Swift is closely partnered and is looking at using R3, we're looking at a circle here that Swift is actually partnering with Ripple, but doesn't want to say that they're going to partner with Ripple, and so they're doing it through an intermediary, which is R3. And there's an entire article focused about this called, Swift to use XRP through partner Ripple on the cryptoalert.com. But again, this is the interesting stuff that is released that nobody talks about, but is proven, and the facts are there. And it cites the announcement was made by Paris FinTech Forum, where Swift and R3 unveiled their strategic alliance, marking a significant milestone in the adoption of blockchain and digital assets by the traditional financial sector, shifting away from Swift and back to Ripple. Now, as we all know, Dave Schwartz, also known as Joel Kaz, who is the Ripple CTO, on multiple occasions has come out talking about XRP. In fact, he was one of the key founders of the XRP ledger, and in this video you're about to see, he highlights the fact that half of the global wealth will most likely use the XRP ledger because of how efficient it is. And we're going to roll the clip for you guys, but again, this is what we're talking about when we're talking about, the high value of XRP and how it is almost required to happen.
But digital currencies, they're not going to fix payments by themselves. We have a problem in payments, which is that networks don't talk to each other, and that makes payments slow, expensive, and unreliable. And customers want better. Customers do not want to spend 3 days waiting for a payment. They don't want to call up to find out where their payment is. Costs are going to have to come down if we're going to be inclusive and be able to make payments internationally. Blockchains don't solve this problem because blockchains don't even talk to each other, much less do they talk to non-blockchain value, where most of the world's value is today. If we're going to be successful in getting digital currencies out there, they're going to have to connect to existing value systems, and it's going to have to be part of fixing payments more broadly. An interoperability project that just interoperates blockchains is not going to help blockchain connect to where the world's existing value is going to be for some time. We need some way to connect all of these networks together. And I just briefly, the Interledger Protocol is, I think, a protocol that can connect. It's a minimal protocol. It's very much like IP. It's just a way to move value, developed through the W3C. It follows the internet stack, just like we've had innovation below IP. We have new ways of transporting IP packets. We'd have innovation above IP. HTTP didn't exist when the internet, when IP was developed, but we can innovate both on top and below. The same is true of ILP. We can innovate both below it and above it. But the main point that I want to make is that ILP is a micropayment technology. Over 1 billion ILP payments in 2018. And there's a reason that's important. You can do everything with a micropayment. Micropayments are kind of like packets. If you think about the way the internet works, it sends a packet to its destination with the best effort. ILP does the same thing. The smarts are at the endpoints, and the same thing is true with ILP. So if I want to send somebody $100, I can just sort of start streaming money at them, and when it gets to $100, I can stop. And that is better for a number of reasons. If you're going to make a payment in one shot, you need to get a quote. But do you get a free quote or do you pay for the quote? If you get a free quote, it's going to be a terrible quote because you've got a free option. If you're going to pay for the quote, how many quotes do you pay for? Do you just pay for one and then take it? Do you pay for 5 quotes and only take one of them? When you stream micropayments, when you make payments by micropayments, you can stream that payment through multiple forwarders, And those individual forwarders can stream that payment through multiple forwarders, and you can take advantage of that best path. And if the path is really good, you can stream money faster. And if the path is really bad, you can stream money more slowly. And the net effect is that you can manage a payment as a series of micropayments. And I know that sounds kind of crazy to you guys today, but if we lived in the circuit switch days of telecom, packet switch, like sending a telephone call over packet switching would sound just as crazy, but it's just as innovative. If we can develop micropayments that are as cheap as a DNS request, micropayments can take over the world. We can put all of the world's payments on a modern payment platform that interoperates between both blockchain and non-blockchain value. Interledger payments plus digital assets could be that internet of value, that way to move value all around the world.
Now, funny enough, after seeing the video that I just showed you guys, I actually remembered an article posted back on the beginning of June, on June 3rd, which said that the Ripple co-founder had exactly envisioned what David Schwartz was talking about and expected the price of XRP to skyrocket to $10,000 with global scalability. To which he cites that XRP is designed for $10,000 and must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. I was also reminded about this tweet that actually happened back on 2022 by David Schwartz, Joel Kaz himself, so this is Ripple's CTO, that we just showed you, talking about how half of the global wealth will most likely flow through XRP, cite that the current minimum transaction fees is 10 drops. A drop is a millionth of an XRP, so even with no change in fees, if XRP somehow hit $10,000, the minimum transaction fee would be 10 cents. But he too, when you look at this, highlights $10,000 per XRP, similar to his co-partner, which is the Ripple co-founder, Arthur Brito, which also cited XRP was designed for $10,000. So referring back to the original article that was posted on August 5th that cited that XRP may hit $100 is not quite shocking because of the massive price predictions that we received from Ripple's founders and real Ripple officials. Now, in this article, it cites a well-known Wells Fargo analyst which recently shared a bold forecast for XRP, citing that the native digital asset of the Ripple network, XRP, will most likely be valued at a range between $100 and $500 in the near short term, to which she cites that to be approximately 4 to 7 months. Now, again, this is really what we're talking about. The fact that XRP is going to potentially boom into those values is not something that I would think is never going to happen because the facts that I showed you guys. And we're seeing substantial partners actually continue to happen with Ripple and the other companies. In fact, here are some of the key banks, and again, there are very few comparative to the actual list that use XRP. Like if you look here, you find the Bank of America has partnered with Ripple, PNC, Siam Commercial Bank, Center Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, which is in the UK, Comex Mexico, and so many others. So we're looking at the diversification here of financial institutions all using XRP and partnered with Ripple. All right, guys, that being said, before I end off the video, I do want to quickly remind you guys that I'm hosting an XRP giveaway. All you're gonna have to do is subscribe to my channel and follow the 3 simple steps of hitting that subscribe button with your post notification, tapping that like button, and sharing this video to 2 friends or family members. I'd also recommend that you guys go ahead and actually follow me on my social media platforms, which are linked in the description, including my Twitter account. That being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.